Death was close. Of that much I was sure. Then came the woman. Silence fell. It was beautiful.
Your wedding will anger the gods.
Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'm going to do a review for Twilight of the Gods. This is a TV series from Netflix from this year, 2024. Obviously, the thing that drew me to this project is that it is a Zack Snyder project for Netflix. So I was always going to check this out. But I don't normally I was going to do a review of just the first episode. But this series was so engaging that I kind of broke my no binging rule and I finished this within a 24-hour period. So instead, I decided to just do a review for the whole season. So let me give you a quick synopsis here. This animated series inspired by Norse mythology, The Twilight of the Gods, refers events that led to the destruction of Midgard and Asgard, and then the death of most of Aesir and Vanir gods in an ultimate battle against evil, the forces of nature, and the giants. That's kind of confusing, but I think that's the least of the problem, the least of the things you should worry about, because this is very, very good. This film stars a lot of people that I have almost never heard of anybody, but I'm going to give you their names because they are such a great voice cast. We have Sylvia Oaks as Sigrid, Stuart Martin as Leif, Raoul Coley, who I am actually familiar with, as Ejo, Birgit Hort Sorensen as Herver, Patterson Joseph as Loki, Jamie Clayton as the Seed Kona, Peter Stormer as Ulf, and Pillow Absek as Thor. So you may think you'd be familiar with the story just based on all the MCU stuff with Thor, but this is more based on the true Norse mythology. So the Marvel films and the comics have changed a lot about Norse mythology to kind of fit a narrative, and this is definitely completely different from that. If anything, I was rooting for Loki for a big part of this series. So this Twilight of the Gods just burst onto the scene with a bold, original approach to animation, breathing new life into this mythological genre. The show's striking character models immediately catch the eye, with designs that feel pretty epic, but also very refreshing, very unique. There's a sharp, almost otherworldly quality to the visuals, giving each of these characters and creatures a distinct presence. There's a lot of emphasis on the gods looking very different, and it just really aligns with the grandeur of the mythology that it's covering, but definitely feels updated for a modern audience, and definitely from a very specific point of view. Jay Oliva is also very involved with this project. Jay, for a long time, did a lot of the DC animation, like all the projects. So like this project, this series comes from very good pedigree when it comes, at least to mild sensibilities. Now, Twilight of the Gods takes a familiar lore and just kind of flips it on its head in very inventive ways. The show's not afraid to play around with your expectations, and it offers new or different or maybe lesser known interpretations of these iconic figures like Thor, Loki, Odin, Hela. It's just a fun twist on the legend, and it injects a sense of unpredictability, discovery. You see things from different points of views that you may not be used to, and this just kind of keeps you invested, whether you're a longtime fan of the mythology or new to it. But don't think that this is all just fun and lighthearted stuff. Then it's not really a light reimagining of the myth. The show actually delivers a lot when it comes to the action and the violence. Pulse-pounding battles that are choreographed with a raw intensity. These are not sanitized fight scenes. There's grit, there's blood, brutality. It just mirrors the high stakes of this world. On top of that, there are some pretty spicy moments. It's all sprinkled out throughout, which might add a touch of drama and sensuality. Nothing that feels too gratuitous, but definitely a little bit more gratuitous than I was expecting. So across its 8 episodes, the show itself maintains just a very well calibrated pace. There's probably only one episode that I felt like it was not filler, but just like a hold period. But all the other episodes feel very fluid. There's a great balance between the action, the character development, moving the story forward. It never feels like the show lingers, other than for that one moment in time. It never rushes through the pivotal moments either. I think the pacing is just really great, and that's kind of what led me to binge watch this, which is something that I don't normally do. I haven't binge watched something since really HBO's Industry, but that was really to catch up. So each episode just ends with something that really wants you to keep the momentum going and dive into the next one. So I think this is a binge-worthy series that offers a fresh, captivating take on the Norse mythology. So if you're drawn to that, highly recommend it. If you're a fan of the work of Zack Snyder, you're definitely going to enjoy this. I think the visuals are stunning. The action is relentless, and if you're looking for something that blends all those things with an epic story and just some really cool animation, this series is a high recommend for you. So each episode is only like 30 minutes, except for the last one. The last one's a little bit longer. So I would say, all in all, you're probably in for like a 4.5 hour thing. So if you've seen the ultimate cut of Zack Snyder's Watchmen, that's the same length as this. So yeah, you can definitely power through this in a couple of days. So if you've seen Twilight of the Gods, though, let me know, what did you think about this series. Hopefully we get more. I think there's room for more story there, and I would really love to see it and revisit this world and these characters, and even expand on some of the other characters that may have been left out of this mythology. So as always, please stay tuned and let me know what you thought about this project. Let me know what else you're watching on Netflix or any of the other streaming services you may have available. And stay tuned, because we have more comic reviews, movie reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.